So in investigation, we determined that one of the effects did not have the disable impact script added to it. We fixed that, and now everybody has a working game, as far as I know. Okay, so wait, am I not sharing my screen?
You are.
Oh, okay. I was still looking at Jack's. Okay. Okay, so good. So now we've got impact hits and object pooling implemented in our game in a really clean, good way. And like I said, I'll send you the link to that tutorial that I read because it's really very informative. And I'm just going to keep using this exactly the way it's written because it's perfect. It does exactly what we need it to do. The next thing is we want the zombie to start attacking our player, and there are a couple things we need to do there. Right now, we have the zombie playing an attack animation, except for that it never gets there. So we need to go and say, we need to create some. We need to create some changes to animator handler zombie and zombie AI simple. We're not going to quite be able to get all the way through this because there's a bit that goes on here that takes a while. But I want to talk to you about. Well, let's just get started. So let's open up our zombie, grab our zombie here, and we can grab zombie AI simple. And what we want to do is instead of saying I attack you in the face, what we actually want to do is to go and grab my animator zombie, my animator handler zombie, which is the animator handler for this zombie, and do zombie bite. And I get a whole bunch of red here because it doesn't know what my animator handler is because I haven't not added it to my public variables here. So public animator handler zombie. And remember, we created a separate animator handler because zombies and players just fundamentally work differently. If you put enough work into it, you probably use the same animator handler script for both of them. But it's just cleaner to me to have them separate because they fundamentally work differently. So my animator handler zombie. And then it says my animator handler zombie doesn't have a thing called zombie bite. That's true. So come over here and grab animator handler zombie, open it up, and open up my reference. And we're going to create a new function called zombie bite underneath our update, but inside our class. Public void. And the public is because it's going to be called by the other script, so we want to make sure that it's public. And it's void because it's not returning anything. It's just saying, do this thing. And it will say, my animator dot set trigger anim zombie bite. Semicolon. I'm going to save all of that. I'm going to look at this anim zombie bite. Come back over here to my zombie, go to its animator window, and make sure that it is called anim zombie bite. This is something we added last time, and this is the trigger that gets us over to, that gets us in this path. This path says, whenever this trigger is fired, go up this path one time, play this animation, and then, after a certain amount of time, in other words, has exit time, go back to being idle. Okay, so let's let our zombies get close and see if they play their animation. So I'm going to go back to my scene, press play. Oh, I disabled zombies. Sorry. Not much of a zombie game with no zombies in it. So press play. And my zombie's closing in, and he's within his attack range, and it says, object reference not set to an instance of an object. Jack, it's not just you. Let's see what this is talking about. Oh, I never set my animator handler zombie at the beginning. So in my start function, I will add my animator handler zombie equals get component animator handler zombie. And I will save this, and I will go back to my game, and I will press play after it compiles. I don't see you. Ah, now it plays the bite attack. If it's within range, it plays the bite attack, but it doesn't look as great as I want it to, right just yet. It's going to be finally maximized on play. And I mean, that's fine. The player can tell something's happening, and it's different than the walk. And if I run away from them, then they will go back to idle, and then they'll go back to running. But there's some things we can clean up. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see here. We're going to go back to the zombie AI simple. And we're going to add a Boolean called isAttacking. So let's go to zombie AI simple and go back to our variables at the beginning, and we're going to add public bool isAttacking. Basically what this is going to say is, hey, if my zombie's attacking, I don't want it to do anything else right now. So by default, we want it to be false because the zombie's not attacking when it first starts. So isAttacking is going to be set to false at the start. isAttacking. And then I'm going to, in my update, I'm going to say isAttacking is true. So now I'm attacking. Okay. Okay. Yep. So we're going to implement this, but we're not going to implement what all isAttacking is going to stop or prevent. Basically, we're going to want to say if the zombie destination shouldn't be updated if the zombie is attacking. In fact, none of this should happen if the zombie is attacking because it's already attacking. So I'm going to click and not is attacking. So in other words, if I'm currently attacking, isAttacking will be true. Not the bang at the beginning, the exclamation point at the beginning makes it false, and so this and means this would all be considered false, so none of this would happen. In other words, the NavMesh agent destination will not be updated because the zombie's attacking. It won't check to see if it's within attack range, and it won't call the zombie bite animation because it's currently attacking. So if it is not currently attacking, then do this stuff, otherwise don't. Click save here, and let's go here. Press play. Come and get it. Now he's attacking, but he's not coming after me anymore because I leave isAttacking true and I never set it back to false. So let's fix that. And this is where we get into a concept called animation events. So we're going to create in our zombie AI simple, we're going to go into down here after zombie bite, and we're going to create two quick functions. Public void zombie attack succeeded, and we're going to do my target get component health dot take damage, my damage, and my damage currently is set to whatever it is in the game. I think it's probably still set to 0. And then we're creating another quick function that just says when any zombie attack succeeds, go and to get the player's health and do damage to it. And we're just going to use the same health script for the player and the zombies because health is a fairly straightforward concept. If you have it, you're alive, and if you don't, you're dead. In this game, you can make it way more complicated than that. And then we're going to another one called public void bite attack end. And we're going to say isAttacking is equal to false. Okay, and that's it. So those two functions are what we need because we're gonna handle starting and ending this attack and doing damage with this attack through animation events. So let me explain how animation events work. Okay, so let's go back to the game. Let's press play so we can just see the logic in action. And again, those two functions cannot be reached ever right now because there's no event that calls them. So what they're going to do is they're going to run up to me, attack me once, and then their animator tells them to go back to their idle animation, and they will stand still, and that's the end of the game until I shoot them in the face. Ha ha. Anyway, that has been an hour. This is going to take about another half an hour. Do you guys have time to hang in, or do you want me to wrap it up for this week and we can do the animation event starting next week?
I mean, I'm good for now if you guys are.
Yeah, I don't have anything serious that I need to go to. I mean, I would like to take a quick break to use the restroom, though.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Glenn, are you okay? I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's Mike.
I think I'd be around for another half hour. My parents will. I'll be down with my parents to watch Top Chef at 10.
Okay.
Or I guess in an hour or so, according to that.
Okay, we won't go
Got their
longer
time
than
zone.
half an hour, but let's everybody take a 2-minute break, and we'll pick it up in just a second.